Hey folks, I'm Mysterious JG. Welcome back to Let's Play Allied General. We've been pretty aggressive, very aggressive, which is kind of resulting in heavy losses on all sides here. But I'd love to take this anti-air off of the map. That's not going to get it done. Although we didn't lose any bombers in that attack. That's nice. It's a Spitfire. Yeah, wipe them out. Then I'll really only have these jerks to worry about for my bombers. Although, that's kind of a big deal. Because if they attack up here, for example, they're likely to get... they're likely to end up getting hit. Too suppressed. Boo. But I got a good look at what their total army capacity is anyway. Let's not take a risk with them. Let's have them come down here and attack something where it's fairly safe. Just dive bombing artillery on an open runway. And we'll have you guys attack this unit, because if you wipe them out, great. But pulling these guys up into a fight would be dangerous. I don't know if they can move into that hex or not. They've got really high movement. They're basically trucks with guns pointing up on the end of them, so of course they can. Boy. But that's why I put an auxiliary unit here. I don't want to just throw them away, but it doesn't sting as much. If I'm playing fast and loose and I lose an auxiliary unit, it doesn't sting like losing a core unit would. Problem is, this unit's much more dangerous than this unit was. I'm certainly going to get some experience for my, oh, there we go. We're getting some experience for this infantry. I was worried about not having those opportunities. I should have used these guys for that. Screwed it up. Yeah. Well, what I kind of have to hope now is that this tank unit has a hard time dealing with entrenched infantry when it doesn't have any kind of artillery or aerial support. Might pull you guys up here just to help with that fight if it becomes necessary. But yeah, all this infantry marching west is a bit partially useless. There we go. Now I've got infantry in this city. This is not a great hex for infantry to be, but at least it's got artillery backing it up. And if they suddenly have paratroopers out of nowhere, I could be in trouble, because they could just drop right into my objectives. But what I'm hoping here is that we just wipe them out really quickly and then have a bunch of turns to just overstrength everybody. And all of it's going to come down to how do these tanks do against our infantry, which is kind of fighting in the open, but at least I'm trying to keep them in like rough and stuff. That didn't go that well. I need to get some tanks out there to fight those tanks. There's an artillery unit. I don't see. Okay, so that's where those guys ended up. That's unfortunate. I want to see something. If I have one of my more experienced guys bomb them. What? No! I double-clicked by mistake. Ah, that's not what I meant to do with that turn at all. Shit. Yeah, they would be expected just to take losses. So I'm not going to be able to break out with my tanks and get over there because they're smart enough to kind of prevent that. These guys are out of ammo. Fly back up here. And these guys are out of targets. They can fly up here. But yeah, with this escarpment, oh, that's a nice result. With this escarpment here, that said flak. I thought this was, oh, L-E-F-K. Okay, never mind. I thought for a minute that was a, some kind of anti-air unit that I was in transports, but I just sent an air unit to attack them so that on the next turn they would not be in transports and would punish me for it, but that is not what happened. Okay. Oh, defensive artillery. I did not realize. I'm still... And they attacked first. I mean, overall, things are definitely going my way. It's just I'm risking losses with this style. These guys have so much ammo, too. I'm just not going to be able to get them in a position where they're out of ammo because I don't have suppression bombers at all. Yeah, some of what I'm doing with the infantry and pushing them ahead is a bit pointless and risky. I guess I'm trying to spice things up. This campaign gets very repetitive. This tank up there is going to continue to be a problem. And the German recon units are pretty good against infantry, particularly out in the open like that. Why did they get to go first? Boo. I thought my tanks were invincible. I may be overestimating them a bit. But yeah, I'm hoping this tank expends its strength just attacking infantry that are in areas that are just hard for tanks to maneuver in. Infantry gets bonuses against tanks in this game if they're in like rough terrain, on mountains, in cities. I mean, there's a logic to it. Meanwhile, they've got a new flak cannon, so never mind what I said about those not replenishing. We're just going to concentrate on getting rid of these guys. Why did they attack first? Boo. That was probably pretty dumb, actually, because I think their entrenchment got reset. That was a beautiful result, though. That worked out as well as I could really have hoped for. Now I need to be careful of this flak cannon, because despite what I said earlier, they did rebuild one. So I really can't have any fighters. And see, they get fighters. Brand new unit comes in. It's actually got a full star of experience already. Annoying. All right, well, let's let you take their biscuit the first. Wow, everybody's expected to lose against this guy. These guys don't want to go down. I think my mosquitoes would have been better, but I wanted to use them as actual bombers. Okay. Fingers crossed we managed to get the first shot or shoot simultaneously, because what I don't want is for them to just get the initiative in every fight, because we never get any damage done. That's what I feel like we're heading towards here. Okay, thank goodness. That was an important first step, because it just means they've got less lethal killing power against everyone else in my military. Because they can't fully wipe out all counterattack power now, like they did in that first one, attack broken up. So we had to dive on them with so many fighters, but we're going to actually take them out. And now we'll bomb you and then get out of here. Probably should have had them bomb these guys, but it would have been a little risky. So yeah, like, you have to commit to some bloody fights. But like, if you're super aggressive against their air power, you can try to maintain air supremacy, but just not letting them even get off the ground. This is probably dumb. I should probably just... Oh, yeah, that was really dumb. Yeah. Projected losses were even, so I was like, well, I'll just do some damage, so we're doing something. No. Did not turn out to be wise at all. Bits of artillery is not really going to kill a lot of my guys, although it did just kill some. Mostly it's just going to suppress. Yeah, I want to try to bust through so that we can get up here and take out these units that already got east of the escarpment, if you tracking what I'm saying here. I think I've gotten it to where they can't really advance too much, but these infantry are going to have a hard time holding. It's so tempting to push them out of here too, but then somebody will take Burbevid, so we really should resist that temptation. Italians doing their load for they're doing their bit for a world ruled by evil fascists. I'm going to lose another auxiliary unit here because, oh well, no, they might survive. They served as a bit of a distractor. Alright, let's go take out these fancy German trucks with guns pointing up. Nice job. So we've sort of taken out the German Air Force a bit. we're just beating up Italian infantry. These guys are my most experienced unit. So I could start overstrengthening them right now, just to make them more useful in the future. The problem we got now is we've got this German anti-tank gun at Abracadabra, which is going to probably need to be dislodged with artillery and infantry and tanks because, you know, for reasons that should be apparent, it's probably not a great idea to bomb them. Although we could. But you can't bomb stuff that's like in the vicinity of them because they'll just counterattack you on the next turn, so. I think we will start bombing them just to get ahead of it. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I would have been annoyed if Italian tanks took out my bomb. Oh, man, they did nothing. Okay, this is probably stupid, but just trying to get experience and keep things moving. You have transport, which means you can escape. Huzzah. They did serve a purpose. They kind of held some units up, prevented them from advancing. Because the real fear now is that they're just going to like just ignore us and just go east and mess with Cairo, where I left almost nothing. They're almost out of ammo, which has its own dangers. This guy has a unit of a range of 2. So I can park here. The Air infantry could try to encircle, but they're not going to get attacked by artillery. All right. So all you can counterattack is the unit that's directly above you. Could present you with other targets. Okay, they can't hit here. These guys bravely took the first big old hit in the face from the enemy, the new bombers that showed up. I think that's it for my air units. Okay. So we've lost like 2 or 3, yeah, just 2 core auxiliary units, no core units. Got to keep these guys in position to defend that city, and they're the only ones who haven't moved. So I guess it's another quick turn. Be nice if they didn't use that anti-air at all on this turn, but that would be silly. Of course they're going to attack these guys. If they don't wipe them out, that's my main thing. Oh, they did a lot of damage. Why did you guys have to attack first? That's not what I wanted. Yeah, I know it's a weird tactic using bombers to attack anti-air, but like if I want to be able to use my air freely anywhere else, I kind of have to. And really hope they don't have more fighters show up later, because our fighter strength has been depleted in all of this. Once again, the Italian tanks do have some anti-air, which I keep forgetting about. But I'm pretty sure that's it for their air power. Like, I don't think they're getting more, another fresh set of fighters. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not. You guys have entrenchment 1, which isn't really that high. I just barely made them retreat. I'm not sure I really wanted them to retreat, to be perfectly honest. Need to be careful not to waste all of the ammo of this unit. But they're finally getting some halfway decent experience. I can finally overstrength these guys at least by 1, which isn't nothing. Okay, my infantry units finish off the Italian tanks. Maybe someday, but not today. I do seem to have wiped out their armor, though. They've got a bunch of non-self-propelled artillery. Unless some guys snuck down here and I missed it, which I'm pretty sure I did not. You guys are just going to hide out here for the rest of this campaign. Yeah, unless somebody snuck into these few hexes here and I missed it, I've basically taken out their armor. They've got a bunch of infantry, a bunch of artillery, which once I get rid of that anti-air is going to be easy picking for my bombers, except that my bombers have been pretty heavily depleted too. What are the chances you can wipe these guys out? There's a chance. Spitfighters are attacking anti-aircraft cannons. But the thing was, these anti-aircraft cannons have been forced into retreat. So it's kind of like they're being dive bombed as they're trying to back away. At any rate, I didn't actually get them, but didn't take any losses either. If they try to reinforce on the next turn, they will have, you know, they won't be able to reinforce all the way up to 10 strength because they've got a unit over top of them. So that was worth it just for that. Wow, this unit here apparently sucks. These guys have these guys are much more experienced, which is why they had a better chance. But I just want to keep that unit there. Just sit there and work on your entrenchment levels. So they took Brega, and then we took it back. They took Abracadabra, but they really didn't get a chance to get out of the gate here because we just like our counterattack started before we'd really properly absorbed their attack. We're more than halfway through, but they never got east of Brega, so... Oh, wow, look at this. They just moved it back into that hex. The issue will be if I bring this tank too far forward and it's surrounded with artillery and infantry, but... Yeah, they just have massive swaths of troops. Okay, you guys actually take this turn to reinforce because that'll also get your ammo back up. I'm going to put this tank into that city, but that I could come to regret this if they just ruthlessly have everyone attack this tank and it gets forced to, you know, it's at 9 strength, but there's like all these infantry units here that could potentially attack. But what I'm really excited about here is just finally having reached a place where there's nothing on the field that can attack my air. So as depleted as they are, my Air Force can just bomb the shit out of whatever they want to. They've got so... I don't understand why they've got this much artillery around. I guess because they were planning to be on offense. Maybe that makes it make more sense. So fighters don't do that much against them, but they can kind of... Oh, that was an above average result. It's easy experience, and they can just kind of pick away at them. I just really hope they don't suddenly, with 4 turns to go, get another 2-star fighter unit just appears, because I've now got a bunch of units that are all softened up. I'd have them badly outnumbered, but because of the way the initiative system works, like, every unit that attacked them, they would win the coin flip, they would fire first. They could, like, wipe out 4 already weakened fighter units could get wiped out by 1 fresh German fighter unit if it just gets to use the rules they follow and I don't, where they... I'm going to put you in rough. And then I'm going to work on overstrengthening these guys. But yeah, they'll suddenly get to wipe the floor with 4 pre-softened up fighter units, because they'll always get the first attack, and they'll just kill everything without getting counterattacked. So they'll never lose any strength, is what I'm getting at. It's a bit of a nuisance of how the air works. And like when the RNG goes your way, it means that you can just like dominate the skies. When the RNG goes their way, it means they can just dominate the skies. There's not a lot of it's sort of one or the other. All right. I was a little afraid of this. I'm hoping I can break up all these attacks without taking much damage. But I'm worried about pressing forward too far and running out of ammo. Because tanks don't do great in cities, but still, these are experienced tanks. Tanks, you're welcome. And they did not use this artillery. I guess they gave it more strength instead? I'm not sure what they did there. Let's do the sure thing of wiping these guys out. It's a fairly sure thing anyway. We'll just keep pestering their artillery back here. Not that they've got any entrenchment. I probably should be... Yeah, I should probably start in on these guys. Because they've got entrenchment 9. No, but I don't actually want a major victory here. So I guess it doesn't matter. No, I was dumb. I should have attacked artillery with them. So these guys are just going to kind of park here and keep them from getting, like, just work on their entrenchment level. Because that's Pioneer Infantry, which is kind of an elite German infantry. Oh, fuck. Yeah, they're elite. They just took out one of my dudes. Okay, these guys need more ammo. And they got a little bit more ammo. Nine. Boo. I wanted them to at least get to 10 to make it worth it. All right, so we got 2-star of air infantry, 1-star of air infantry, no experienced Italians, and then Bersaglieri that are out of range. So let's attack the most experienced Wehrmacht unit that's available. Should have done this first, then these guys could have gotten up to 10 strength. But I'm not that good at this game, as the people keep telling me. I mean, we're obviously going to win here. It's a matter of just how bad my losses are. Our prestige is going pretty high, though. As the 94th British Infantry continue their pointless march across the desert. All right. Yeah, air power is very good in North Africa. When the skies are always clear, you never just lose a turn of being able to utilize them. It's pretty damn powerful. And we were even aggressively using air against anti-air, and it's worked out so far. My main fear in all of this is that they're just going to spontaneously be given an experienced BF-109 unit that's just going to cause us no end of headaches. As long as that doesn't happen, we should be golden. Even if it does, I can just pull my air back and reinforce the units that like get elite reinforcements for some of my core units and just pull the rest back, and as long as they don't wipe me out immediately, we should be good. We might not have enough turns to win this as a major. Spitfire 9 has become available right in the middle of a scenario, so we'll upgrade between scenarios. Oh, we got a new tactical bomber, which is not as good as the Mosquito. So huzzah. All right. That's going to be it for this video. When we come back next time, we just really, again, we need to hope that the Germans don't spontaneously get given all sorts of powered up air. Catch you next time.